Hey everyone, so you're building with AI, right? And you know speed is, well, it's everything. But here's a thought, what if the secret isn't just about raw speed? What if it's about making it feel faster? That's what we're digging into today. We're talking about streaming, a technique that's totally changing the game for AI user experience.
This. This right here is pretty much the core idea for everything we're about to cover. Don't make users wait. Stream tokens as they're generated. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? But the impact it's huge. Think about it. No more staring at a blank screen. Instead, you're getting value the very second it exists. Honestly, this one little shift in mindset, it's what separates the good AI products from the truly great ones.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You type in a prompt, you hit enter, and you get that dreaded loading spinner. Is it working? Is it frozen? Who knows? That waiting game, that uncertainty, it's a huge drag on the user experience. And with AI, where responses can take a few seconds, it can feel like an absolute eternity.
Okay, so this really breaks down the two ways of doing things. On one side, you've got buffering. This is the old school way. The AI just crunches away in the background and then, bam, it drops the entire answer on you at once. It's kind of all or nothing. But on the other side, you've got streaming. This is totally different. It's a flow, a piece-by-piece delivery that just feels alive. It feels responsive.
All right, so let's get into what actually solves this whole waiting problem. We're talking about the tech that lets us ditch that loading icon for good. So when you boil it all down, what exactly is AI streaming?
So here it is, the core definition. Streaming is just sending the AI's response out in these little bite-sized chunks instead of all at once. But the magic words here are perceived performance. Get this, the total time it takes the AI to think might be exactly the same, but because you, the user, see something happening right away, it just feels so much faster, like night and day faster. It's all about perception.
And here's how it actually works under the hood. It's not magic, it's just a really smart process. So you send in your prompt, the AI starts generating the answer, but instead of waiting until it's 100% done, it sends you the very first piece it comes up with. That's what we call a token. It could be a word or even part of a word. Then it sends the next token, and the next, and so on. It's like a real-time conversation happening between the AI and your screen.
Okay, that's the tech side. But how does all this tech stuff translate into a better experience for an actual human being? We've talked about the what and the how, so now let's get to the most important part, the why. Why do users absolutely love this?
This is really where the rubber meets the road for the user. First off, you get that typing effect, like you see in ChatGPT. It's this great visual cue that tells you, hey, I'm working on it. You can start reading the answer as it comes in, which is awesome. But even better, you get control. If you see the AI going in the wrong direction, you can just stop it. You don't have to wait for it to finish its bad answer. It puts you back in charge, making the whole thing feel way more interactive and, honestly, just faster.
So this brings us to the big question for anyone building an AI app. Should you stream or should you buffer? You've got these two paths. When do you pick one over the other? Well, turns out the guideline is actually pretty straightforward.
Here's the takeaway. Stream whenever possible, buffer where necessary. Your default setting, your go-to move, should always be to stream. The benefits to the user experience they're massive. You can't ignore them. Now, sure, there are some rare times when you might need to buffer, like if the AI is generating structured data, say a block of JSON, and you need the whole thing before your app can use it. Fine, buffer then. But for pretty much any other time you're dealing with text or conversation, streaming is absolutely the way to go.
And that really wraps it up. By basically eliminating that awkward pause between question and answer, streaming makes AI feel less like some clunky tool and more like a partner, a real-time collaborator. And that leaves us with a really exciting question for all of us building in this space. If we can make AI feel truly instant, what does that let us build next? What new doors does that open? It's something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.